Am I the meanest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moonshine himself.
Of Harlem.
Dímelo, mi gente, que lo que? You already know this is Punch Drunk Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshine himself, a.k.a. El Adobo, El Sazón, El Borracho, El Pastor de Boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, boxing just keep on going. Boxing just keep on giving. The boxing god just keep on giving us some good fights. Y'all already know this weekend coming up. Melbourne, Australia. Devin the Dream Haney versus George Kambosos, lightweight, undisputed. Later after, I said later after. Diablo, que el inglés mío está apagado. Days after, we have the 3-division world champion, the unified champion, WBA, IBF. Ladies and gentlemen, now you know who the monster versus the 4th-division world champion, the walking Hall of Fame of the Filipino Flash, the WBC bantamweight champion of the world, Nonito Donari, out there in Japan. One of the anticipating rematches in the sport of boxing, ladies and gentlemen. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, a lot of things to break down, technical breakdowns, and also the press conference that we saw yesterday, that I had a live show yesterday, but of course they said no notification, so I just talked about it briefly. A lot of people, but we're going to be talking more about the press conference that heard all around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, smash the like button. Ladies and gentlemen, smash the like button. O me voy de aquí. Me van a respetar a mí o me voy de aquí. Let's go. Danny Medina in the building. What's good, Troy? What's good, Sanchez? What's good, Linda, UK? What's good? Ladies and gentlemen, está pasando aquí, espera. One moment, my friends. One moment. Espera, señor. Where we at? Ladies and gentlemen. Leo in the building. What's good, man? What's good? High, low. Dímelo. Shout out to High Low. God bless you, my brother. De lo mío, señor. High Low was good. Jason in the building. What's good, Jason? What's good? All right, let me read what Danny Medina had to say. Mr. Moonshine. Dímelo, señor. Dímelo. Sanchez, I think if Lopez would have beaten Kambosos, Lopez would have tried to fight Devin Haney at the 140 pounds, and he would have vacated the 135 belts. That's why Devin Haney wanted him to lose against Kambosos. I put the poll up. Did Devin Haney really wanted to fight Teofimo Lopez, or did he really want him to lose? And looking at the celebration, when George Kambosos came up with the victory, seems like Devin Haney was very, very happy. We're going to be talking about that. And around this time, to be perfectly honest, is he relevant, though? But we're going what boxing is giving us. We're just going to eat what they feed us. You feel me? Or we're going to entertain what's on the table. You know what I'm saying? This is not a content that I just came out the blue. No. It was yesterday's press conference. It's not nobody. He's not Punch Drunk or any boxing content creator that's saying that Devin Haney is snitch or rat. No, that's what George Kambosos told Devin the Dream Haney. So if you're going to come out here with Punch Drunk Boxing, oh, Punch, oh, why are you hating? Deja la vaina, deja la mujería, deja the beta-ness, all right? And we are only going to be talking about what was said yesterday in the press conference of George Kambosos and Devin Haney. It was George Kambosos that said that Devin Haney is a rat and is a snitch. It's not Punch Drunk Boxing. There's nobody else out there. We're just going to entertain what's on the dinner table. That's all. That's all we doing. I don't want to hear no beta-ness like, yo, Punch, really? I'm going to tell you the real definition of a snitch and the real definition of a rat. I no me importa de esa vaina. We're going to be talking about what was said and why it was said, okay? And we're going to be talking about the fight. And we're going to talk about the risks because I do believe that Devin the Dream Haney is taking one hell of a risk. It's taking one hell of a risk, not just being out there with his, it's not about that. It's not about that Devin Haney is being out there without his father. It's not daddy issues. It's a trainer and a manager. The manager that oversees everything that's happening outside of the ring. Devin Haney is not supposed to be paying attention to that. All he needs to pay attention is to what he needs to do inside that ring in Melbourne versus George Kambosos to try to bring the strap back to America. But how is he going to dabble everything that's going inside the ring, outside the ring? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things. There's still a lot of responsibility come fight week. There's still a lot of responsibility that a manager would be handling if a manager was there. Devin Haney is taking a big risk. The question that I would have asked George Kambosos, if you was in Devin Haney's shoes, would have you have taken that deal? Would you have leave, not daddy issues, would you have left? Would you go on to a fight versus Lomachenko or Devin Haney in America, in which he has done in America, but yet Kambosos has a trainer that lives in that lives in the States. Javier Centeno, he's doing a hell of a job. Shout out to Christina Cruz. She's going to be performing in Madison Square Garden June 11th, Puerto Rican weekend. Y'all already know how it is. Punch Drunk, YouTube, no notifications. Hey, no notifications. Diablo, man. YouTube, ¿qué le está pasando a YouTube conmigo, eh? Me tienen odio la gente. The executioner said Kambosos is a clown. Or Kambosos know how to promote. Why all of a sudden Kambosos is a clown now? Now all of a sudden he's not a clown. He's promoting. And he's trying to get under the skin of Devin Haney. That's the way it is. That's just promoting. Whether it's true, whether it's accurate, whether it's blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, everything that George Kambosos said, Devin Haney had really nothing to say right back to George Kambosos. When he was talking about, I got texts. You want me to show the phone? You want me to show the phone? There ain't snitch that. You want me to show the phone? What you was texting me about Teofimo Lopez? You want me to show the world? Huh? Because you was going out there. You was going out there with Teofimo Lopez saying, yeah, we're going to make the fight happen. Teofimo Lopez was shaking hands with Bill Haney, shaking hands with Eddie Hearn. Don't tell me that after that is a celebration that George Kambosos won and is a celebration and you're happy about it when y'all was trying to push for a Teofimo Lopez fight, even though that is irrelevant, but we're going to be talking about that. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. G Funky Boxing in the building. What's good, G Funky? Everybody subscribe to G Funky Boxing. What's good? Gonna be talking about a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, that was a good press conference. And it got a lot of people talking about it. You know what I'm saying? You're not a snitch. What the fuck is he talking about a snitch? What are you talking about a rat? You know the definition of a rat and a snitch? You know what I'm saying? If you give somebody up and then you get locked up by everybody trying to give the definition of a snitch. Over here on YouTube, everybody just be saying, this guy's a snitch all over the place, right? But now when it comes down, everybody... I'm gonna give you the real definition. The real definition of snitch. Everybody's a teacher now. And Judge Kambosos said, you better watch it with Tifo when you go back to Las Vegas. Tifo is going to be looking for you. Judge Kambosos is a trip. Judge Kambosos said, yo, Punch Drunk Boxing, the takeover is back. The takeover never left. He said, yo, Punch, that video about Tank you made earlier was bang on, brother. Good looking out, man. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, man, we're going to be talking about that video as well. Because I believe, you know what I believe, man? That the boxing world be contradicting themselves so much. It'd be funny. We act like we be caring. I'm here. I Punch Drunk Boxing. We're like 3 years strong, right? 3 years with Punch Drunk Boxing and change. And I've been saying all the time, yo, legacy reigns supreme. Jackie Hernandez. Good looking now. Appreciate you, Jackie. And I hope everybody having a good Memorial Day weekend. Shout out to the troops. Shout out to the veterans, man, that fought for liberty, freedom, justice, and all, man. Good looking now, Jackie. Hope everything's going good. Hope everybody having a good weekend. If y'all went to the beach, got a suntan or whatever, if you two dogs, you had an umbrella, whatever it is, having a good drink, having a good barbecue out there with the friends and family. Punch, the takeover never left, man. The takeover never left. But we're going to be talking about that. Shadow Ghost in the building. What's good, Shadow? Everybody subscribe to Shadow Ghost 81. Shadow Ghost in the building. It was we're going to be talking about what do people really want in the sport of boxing. Let's stop collectively. Let's stop the cap. Let's stop it. What do we really want in the sport of boxing? Do we want to see championship fights? Do we really want to see the best fighting the best? Or do we want to see the names that we know fight the names that we know? Let's be real. Let's be real. Let's be real. Stop picking and choosing. Stop trying to cater to your own argument. Let's break it down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. And this is why in Punch Round Boxing, there's some people that be like, hey, yo, Punch, I used to like what you used to say, but I don't understand what you're saying now. And then some of the people be like, hey, yo, I never agree with you back then, but I like what you're saying right now. Huh? People think, oh, it's a flip-flop. No, it's not a flip-flop. It's because when you have unbiased content, you're going to say, Canelo is good. Canelo need to be critiqued in this area. Eddie Reynoso is a good trainer, but you know what I'm saying? He had a bad game plan. Oh, no. Even if it's bad, you got to say that it's good. Because in reality, nobody likes, I'm not going to say nobody, but a large amount of people act like they love unbiased talk, and they don't. They only want to hear what they want to hear. They only want to hear what caters to their argument. That's what it is, to cater to their favorite fighter. That's what it is. And we're going to be talking about that. Gervonta Tank Davis, you saw the video earlier that I dropped. Gervonta Tank Davis is considered the top dog at 135, the money maker at 135, the cash cow of 135. Everybody quoting out Gervonta Tank Davis, from Shakur, from Teo, from Devin Haney, from Lomachenko want a piece of Gervonta Tank Davis. Everybody want a piece of Gervonta Tank Davis. Michel Rivera want a piece of Gervonta Tank Davis. Ryan Garcia want a piece of Gervonta Tank Davis. Everybody wants Gervonta Tank Davis, but he got nothing to offer. I mean, I'm talking about legacy. I'm talking about the gold. I'm talking about a belt. But he's the top dog without beating top dogs. Did I make that up? Nah. Boxing, the pugilists, the credible opinions made that up. Tito, what's good, man? Good looking out. Appreciate you. Haney has to see Teo when he gets back to the States. He doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he wins or loses. This is personal. Now, and Arim will make the fight happen. Say, yo, George Kambosos be like, hey, yo, you better watch out when you go back to Las Vegas. Ay, good looking out, Tito. Good looking out, Mr. Moonshine, the keeper of objectivity, high, low, dímelo. Gracias de lo mío, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, I said it yesterday on my live show. I know that probably didn't see it. I was up like, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And I said, look how the fans are. Look at that fan song. Some people will come out here to Punch Run Boxing. Y'all want to argue with me. Y'all want to debate me. Y'all want to be like, hey, yo, Punch Run, what the fuck are you talking about? Right? When I say, yo, legacy reigns supreme. It's the best by him, the best. It's about the belts. It's about the belts. We got to bring some morals back into the belts. Huh? You got to be champions. When I have my pound for pound list, and I said only champions are allowed. But what about when you don't have Lomachenko? I said only champions allowed. But when you don't have Lomachenko, when you have the Chocolatito, they are good. They are great, but they are not champions. I hold champions up high. If I tell you what fight do you want to see right now, well, if it's June 4th and it's Gervonta Tank Davis versus Lomachenko on the same day, same time as George Kambosos versus Devin the Dream Haney, which fight will you be watching? Gervonta Tank Davis versus Lomachenko. Devin Haney versus George Kambosos on the same damn time. What fight would you be covering? If you a boxing content creator, which fight you'll be going having a live commentary? Which one? Let's be real. We're talking about belts, right? We're talking about legacy reign supreme, right? We're talking about the best fighting the best, right? Huh? Would you choose that fight over undisputed? If you really about it, if you're really about legacy reign supreme, if it's Tank versus Lomachenko on the same damn time, on the same damn day, versus Devin Haney versus George Kambosos, what fight would you be tuning into? And if you're a boxing content creator, what fight would you be covering? And if you were media personnel and you had to choose which one to go, which fight would you go to? If you got both media credentials to go to Devin Haney versus George Kambosos or Gervonta Davis versus Lomachenko, which fight would you go to? Let's be real, right? Belts. Everybody likes eye candy. Teo fought for the franchise. Haney fought no one for his email belt. Kambosos is going to embarrass Haney, Tim Molina said. It's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a good fight. But I think that a lot of fighters won't be signing the type of contract that Devin Haney did, though. I want to know if it also did $1 trillion dream say, I want to see Tank KO the white hype personally. The white hype. He didn't say Lomachenko. He called him the white hype. He called him the white hype. Let me ask you a question. Good looking out. $1 trillion dreams. Lomachenko was a 3-division world champion. Was unified in the lightweight division. He beat champions. He beat Rigondeaux, who's considered one of the best technicians of this era. He's beaten Gary Russell Jr. to capture his first world title, Gary Russell Jr. Who's more hyped? Tank or Lomachenko? Who's more proven? Tank or Lomachenko? Since he's the white hype and you call Tank, my brother, let me know. Who's more hyped? And look, I consider Gervonta Davis special. I don't even consider Gervonta Davis. I say good. I consider him special. One of the special phenoms of the sport of boxing. But who's more hyped? Tank or Loma? Lomachenko was a 3-division world champion. Varsity belt. You're going racial there, huh? You're going racial, huh? Oh, he's in boxing. So, do you want to hold champions? Do you believe in champions? Do you believe in the belts? Do you value champions? They praise him too much. Who's they? They praise him too much, and he has 2 losses. The others never get a shot. Loma came into the game getting all the big fights, so I'm for the underdog. He came with all the big fights because he has a great amateur background with almost 400 fights. He's not supposed to be built the way that Gervonta Davis is built or any other fighter with the type of experience that Lomachenko have. That's why Janabek is already in position to get a world title fight. This is why Shakur Stevenson is in position to get a world title fight. This is why Clarissa Shields is in position to get the type of fight that she got in women, because they already are established great fighters around the world that they don't need to come into the professional level to fight a guy that is 4 wins and 46 losses. The next fight, 5 wins and 16 losses. And the next fight, 7 wins and 14 losses. My brother, this is why he was moved that way. Teofimo Lopez, an Olympian, he became a world champion in 15 fights. That's why they're moving, because of their amateur pedigree, their amateur background, their amateur accomplishment. It's not that they just said well, you expect Lomachenko to go from the world games and then come to the professional level to fight a dude? Like, nah. So don't get mad, my brother Trillion. Don't get mad that they already put him versus Gary Russell Jr. third fight, a Salido, whatever. Hey, and he picked himself right back up. Manny Pacquiao picked himself right back up after he lost, and he have a great career. Marquez lost. Bernal Hopkins lost. I think but that's one of the problems in the sport of boxing. We start hating fighters because you don't like the way they are promoted. See, a lot of fans don't have a problem with Gervonta Tank Davis. A lot of people have a problem with Mayweather promotion and the way they promote him. They have a problem with Showtime saying that he's a legit 3-division world champion, in which the fight before they was trying to compare Gervonta Tank Davis to Oscar De La Hoya, to Manny Pacquiao, to Floyd Mayweather. People are not mad at Gervonta Tank Davis. People do not hate Gervonta Tank Davis. People hate the promotional aspect, the lies, the prop, the hype of the way how they talk about him, because now it discredits everybody else. People should not start hating fighters because of what Showtime may be saying, or ESPN may be saying, or any other network. Rapstar Boxing Knowledge in the building. What's good, Toby? Right of the storm. What's good? Salute, my brother. Salute. Saludo. Gracias de lo mío. Hope you're having a good Memorial Day weekend, barbecuing and all. Smashy the like button. Oíste, dale un par de galletas the like button. Ike Turner the like button, ladies and gentlemen. So this is the problem. We're better than that, y'all. We're better than that. Oh, I hate Deontay Wilder because these channels, I hate these other channels, so I hate Deontay Wilder. I hate Tyson Fury because I hate these other channels. I hate Lomachenko because they put him like he's a god. No, you don't hate Lomachenko. You hate them. Don't hate the fighter that's risking their lives. Don't hate the fighter. Hate the people that's promoting it. That's promoting the false. At the end of the day, they still doing their job. I would hear it a lot, man. For me, that was like that was back in the day when I was in elementary. Yo, I hate this fighter. I hate this. This basketball player, because the media, you know what I'm saying, they project him like he's better. Nah, man, come on, y'all. Come on, man. We know how to watch the sport of boxing. We know what we see. It ain't wrong with a little bit of hype. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We love the sport of boxing. Why not hype it? I don't go around bitter about every time there's Keyshawn Davis. He hasn't accomplished really nothing in the professional level. But you know what? I'd rather hype him up than say, we'll see what happens. All right, man, you know what I'm saying? He in the amateurs, but see what he gonna do in the professional level. Like, if I'm gonna be watching him on some bitter shit, no. I'm gonna hype it up. Keyshawn Davis, the #1 American. He's in the professional level. He's going to be one of the best. He's going to get a strap real soon, probably in less than 2 years. Yeah, let's go. Why not? I'm a boxing fan. In the video that I dropped earlier, I said perception is the new reality. Perception is the new reality, not only in sports, but in life itself. Social media. Ain't nobody going to be putting no ugly picture of themselves. Ain't nobody gonna be putting their downfalls out there. Everybody gonna always put themselves out there winning. Everybody gonna put themselves out there looking good. Everybody gonna put them out there. They're gonna put themselves out there put together. You ain't gonna put on social media, hey yo, I'm broke right now. Nah, you're gonna put on social media when you in the club and stuff like that, in the beach. I'm having a good time. D, what's good, my brother? What's good? Punch hovers are also being fake away from the ring. Hovers. Punch lovers. Pac-Man never had a fight. He did his talking in the ring. If you are good enough, there's no need for hype. No, there's need for hype. There is a science to promoting a fight. Manny Pacquiao just wasn't the right fight. Manny Pacquiao was in the right fight and he entertained. The reason why people love to see Manny Pacquiao is because he does entertain. He's exciting to watch. The reason they like to see Tank Davis because he entertains. Punch. Boxers are being fake away from the ring. It's fake away from the they're fake outside of the ring, you mean? Oh, Punch. Some boxers just have fake personalities. I mean, if you're trying to sell the fight, some people have some lame personality. Some people have a funny personality. That's the beauty about the sport of boxing. Are we trying to find out if they real or fake? I'm not trying to find out if they real or fake. I already know what they do in the ring is real. Everything they do in the ring is real. I'm not even trying to. If they see, this is the good thing about the sport of boxing. That they could portray whatever they want to portray outside of the sport of boxing. But you know one thing? I know what they do for real. There's people out there that be like, hey, yo, Ryan Garcia is a diva. All right, he's a diva, but what he does inside the ring is no diva in that shit. Right? Oh, Ryan Garcia is a pretty boy. Pues métete en ring con ese tipo a ver si es un pretty boy. Métete en ring. Get in the ring with Ryan Garcia to see if he's a diva. Let's see who's gonna act more of a diva, Ryan Garcia or you. The fans are the divas. We the one that's talking shit. Hey, yo, Ryan is a diva. He be acting like a girl. He be acting like this. Ajá, pues ponte con ese mimito ahí, man. Oh, yo, Deontay Wilder, the twerkinator. Oh, all right, so get in the ring with Deontay Wilder. Man, how he's going to be twerking your ass. He going to make you twerk. He going to make you twerk. He going to make you do the stanky leg and twerk at the same time with one right hand. How about that? No. Oh, now you humble now, huh? Oh, now y'all get humble now. Uh-huh. Oh, he boring. So get in the ring to Mr. Andres to see how boring he is. Remember the ring. Don't worry, you'll go 12 with him. People are just catered to whatever the narrative that makes sense for them. Do people really like unbiased, logically, and objectively boxing talk? I don't think so. I think I've been in YouTube enough to understand there's people that do like it, but people just like to hear what they want to hear. People just respect champions for what it is. When they want to respect a champion, they want to respect it. They don't give a fuck about a champion in the lightweight division. They don't care. Because the biggest fight in the lightweight division holds no straps. The biggest fight in the lightweight division holds no straps. Don't tell me y'all care about belts. Let's be real. So then when you have boxing personnels talk the way that Leonard Ellaby, and we've been flaming Leonard Ellaby, a.k.a. Mr. Pinocchio. We've been flaming Leonard Ellaby, but let's be real, let's be honest. The people in the Barclays Center did not care what belt Gervonta Tank Davis held. They didn't care who he was fighting. The fans in Atlanta don't care about the JV belt. They don't care what the hardcore boxing is saying. There is not enough hardcore boxing. Boxing fans. They don't care what we say. It's not enough of us. We can't dictate what they're going to do next. We some bitter motherfuckers out here. The hardcore boxing fans don't like boxing. We talk too much shit about the sport of boxing. Let's be real. We downplay everything. We devalue everything. What the fuck you think these motherfuckers care about us? What we have to say? Oh, yo, Gervonta Tank Davis ain't doing shit. Yo, he better fight somebody. Barclays Center, May 28th, a fucking sellout crowd. They don't give a fuck about what you need to say or what you think about Gervonta Tank Davis' career. Let's be real. Let's be honest. It's either we stay being bitter, or we just gotta understand the business of boxing now. Either you stop being a fan, or you're gonna be a fan of whatever they're putting out there. Anyway, when it's time for call for good stuff with good fights, y'all brush it like it's not a good fight. Punch, they calling Rolly trash, but celebrating. Oh, that shit is crazy. Punch, they said they calling Rolly trash, but celebrating Tank's win. Make it make sense. But if you think Rolly trash, get in the ring with Rolly. To me, there ain't no bums, only levels in boxing. Facts. There's only levels in boxing. Low opposition, high risk, high reward. Low risk, high reward. High risk, low reward. High risk, high reward. Good looking out, Shadow. Hey, y'all don't give a damn. Y'all don't give a damn. A lot of motherfuckers are here always complaining about narrative pushes, but y'all like narratives. Fuck out of here. Y'all like narratives. A lot of motherfuckers out here always want to critique about the narrative pushes, but y'all fucking love narratives. Y'all just mad that whatever narrative y'all hate is not the narrative that y'all love. That's it. Canelo Alvarez says Demetrius Andre is a terrible fighter. Is he a terrible fighter? Because it's fun. That's a cute narrative. That's a cute narrative. Of course, because Demetrius Andre doesn't have a fan base or country behind him to debunk the narrative of Canelo Alvarez when he says, but Demetrius Andre is a terrible fighter. Is he a terrible fighter? An Olympian is a terrible fighter? A two-division world champion is a terrible fighter? The man that he lost to Bivol and what, Demetrius Andre is a terrible fighter? Yeah, it is true what Demetrius Andre said. He has a basic foundation. Bivol just 1-2 piece, 3-punch combination, jab, jab, 1-2, jab, jab, 1-2, 1-2, right hand, jab, jab, basic. Yes. Basic. He is a basic foundation. Bivol is a basic foundation. Let's be real. I don't give a fuck about no champions. Do y'all be saying, hey, yo, we want to see a unification bout. We want to see undisputed. Somebody pursue undisputed in the middleweight division. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Y'all so busy fighting the channels that y'all hate that y'all don't give a fuck about the fighters. Y'all don't give a fuck about the fighters. Y'all so busy trying to argue with the channels that y'all hate. Y'all so busy trying to debunk the channels that y'all hate. So if the channel that y'all hate props a fighter, you hate that fighter. You don't hate Earl Spence. You hate the channels that be pumping Earl Spence. You don't hate Bud. You hate the channels that be pumping Bud. You don't hate Deontay Wilder, a man that been knocking every motherfucking man that ever stepped inside that ring. You just don't hate a motherfucker that knocks everybody out. Who hates that shit in the sport of boxing? A man that knocks every fucking man that ever stepped inside the ring with him in the sport of boxing. You hate that? Then you don't love the fucking fight. You don't love boxing. You don't love boxing. I never heard in the sport of boxing fans hate on a man that knocks everybody fucking out. Who hates that shit? Who? Please tell me. Who? No, you don't hate Deontay Wilder. You hate the channels that prop Deontay Wilder. You don't hate Tyson Fury. You hate the channels that be propping Tyson Fury. Y'all don't love boxing, man. Y'all don't love boxing. Y'all love y'all bragging rights, man. That's what it is. And the sport of boxing don't give a fuck about the fans either, because they feel like, hey, yo, we stupid anyway. Just like the president of the WBC said, hey, idiots in YouTube. Hey, pero Paco, yo soy en YouTube también. The business of boxing don't give a damn about the fans. What the fans want, the business of boxing don't care. I didn't for boxing. Punch, I don't know if you realize, but these fighters who rhyme haters said put out against he's finding a fight of them now. What haters, what these haters gonna say now? Man, they don't hate Ryan Garcia. They don't hate Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is a motherfucker that they got no, even men know that motherfucker get bitches. That's it. And insecure motherfuckers hate motherfuckers that know how to get bitches. That's what it is. That's what it is. He's a motherfucker that know how to get some chicks. He's a dude that can steal your girl. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. High, low, dímelo. Smashy the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smashy the like button. If fans loved boxing, no way Canelo gets away with ducking the Beast Andre in 2 weight classes. Yeah, you know the fans of boxing don't care. True passion for the sport on Punch Drunk Boxing. That's what I'm talking about. Dani. Gracias de lo mío. Also become a member of the sport of boxing. We're too busy. Look. We're too busy devaluing Canelo. We too busy hating Jamal Charlo. We too busy saying David Benavidez ain't fight nobody. We too busy saying Gervonta Tank Davis ain't fight nobody. We too busy saying Lomachenko was a hype. We too busy saying Deontay Wilder got no skills and talent. We too busy saying that Buck Crawford has the undisputed how you say it the Rafa undisputed is the weakest. We saying that, oh man, Teofimo Lopez is not that good. He ain't no money maker. Ryan Garcia is a diva. We say everybody that's on the top, everybody, we devalue, we disrespect. That's what we do all day. That's what we do all day. You think that the business of boxing, the promoters, the networks really look at the hardcore boxing fan? They look at the hardcore boxing fan. You are delusional fucks. You don't know shit. You don't like nothing. You're like bitter baby mamas in family court. We can't do anything for y'all. You just said that Canelo Alvarez ain't no good. You just said that Buck Crawford ain't no good. You just said that Lomachenko was all hype. You just said that right there that Deontay Wilder can't fight. What the fuck are we gonna listen to y'all for? They're telling us. They're already telling you. They're telling you in your face. This ain't nothing behind the scenes. Let the LB told you in front of your face. He said Josh Taylor don't bring nothing to the table. Floyd Mayweather said the belts don't mean shit like it used to. Oscar De La Hoya said the belts don't mean shit. Mike Tyson took his belts and he said, I will throw my belts in the trash. Y'all don't get it anymore. You say the Mrs. Andre is not worth it for Triple G to give him a fucking title shot. You want Jamal Charlo to move up to David Benavidez. You want him to go and fight Bivol. You want David Benavidez to fight Bivol. You don't want David Benavidez to fight Bivol. You don't want Jamal Charlo to move up and fight Bivol. What you want is because Canelo Alvarez lost and he's getting shamed for moving up and he's getting shamed, then you want the fighters to do what Canelo Alvarez did so they could take a loss so you could feel better about yourself. That's the truth. You don't care about the sport, man. You care about bragging rights and the expense of these modern day warriors, modern day gladiators putting their life on the line for pure entertainment. You watch boxing to hate and not celebrate. And this is why when I see Gervonta Tank Davis and I see the crowd, I am proud of the support system of Gervonta Tank Davis because it hasn't been an American fighter like this that is celebrated, that he got loyal fan base, and people are cheering to watch him and not booing to see a downfall. That's the good thing about Gervonta Tank Davis. As much as I want to see Gervonta Tank Davis versus Lomachenko, Gervonta Tank Davis versus Teofimo, Gervonta Tank Davis versus Shakur Stevenson, Gervonta Tank Davis versus Devin Haney, Gervonta Tank Davis versus Kambosos, Ryan Garcia. The great thing about Gervonta Tank Davis that separate them from the others is that people don't give a fuck what belt he holds, don't give a fuck who he's fighting. They want to support this young man by any means necessary. And for boxing, that's good. For boxing, that's great. How about you celebrate the fighters that's actually doing great things like they do Gervonta Tank Davis? I don't want the Gervonta Tank Davis support to leave him. No. But what I do want is, if we're going to critique that he hasn't done this, is a JV belt, then why don't you praise the fighters that's actually doing it? Why? If you hate Lomachenko, why don't you praise that the man Teofimo Lopez took out Lomachenko? How about that? How about if Devin Haney is going out there to Australia by himself? If you know Devin Haney is going out there without his father, trainer, and manager to oversee what's supposed to be happening outside the ring, why don't you do what the foreigners do when they come to America? How about the Americans go out there to Australia in numbers and make sure that Devin Haney is not alone? How about that? Are we the best country in the world? Because I know when a UK fighter come over here versus an American fighter, they take over. When Manny Pacquiao comes over here, the Philippines take over. When Canelo Alvarez fights out here, the Mexican takes over. Now, are we going to take over going to Australia? Are we? Fighters that went to New York, the same fighters that support, are those fighters going to go out there to Australia to support Devin Haney? Because also what I see in boxing is people, they're haters of other coaches and how they support their own. Don't whine. Don't say, oh, Devin Haney, he's going out there all by himself. He's going over there all by himself, and that's not good. And he's taking a risk and stuff like that. How about, I know he's taking a risk. Devin Haney is taking a risk. Taking a risk that, to be honest, if I was advising Devin Haney, I'd tell him to put out the fight. If I was his advisor. If this the business of boxing, I ain't talking about no fanboys. I ain't talking about a fanboy. Devin Haney is going out there butt straight, butt naked out there in Australia, right? He's already taking a risk. We give props to Canelo Alvarez to say, oh, you know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, Canelo Alvarez, he's daring to be great. Devin Haney is daring to be great. Devin Haney is doing what no other advisor would advise their fighters to do. Devin Haney is doing what no other promoter would tell their fighter to do. Let's be real and let's be honest. Let's be real and let's be honest. Devin Haney got fucking balls to go to Australia without protection. Without protection. Because if y'all don't know, there's other things that still need to be signed. But if the Americans are going to go out there to support him, team assists. I mean, yeah. And the payback. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Cotto, dímelo, mi hermano, Cotto. After watching Bill and Devin celebrating with Teofimo lost, I look at them a whole different way. Especially jumping up and down like that tells me they were always haters. Well, they was always going back and forth, right? They was always going back and forth. But it tells me, this is just my opinion. By now, this opinion is irrelevant. To be honest, because we moved on to June 4th. It's going to be Devin Haney versus George Kambosos. But I'm going to be the way that I see the celebration is they never wanted Teofimo. They never wanted that win. I mean, they never wanted Teofimo Lopez to win. They never really wanted that fight because you wouldn't be celebrating. It's very different from when they going at one another in front of Eddie Hearn, shaking, Teofimo Lopez shaking Bill Haney's hand, Teofimo Lopez shaking Eddie Hearn. They're gonna fake the fight. They're gonna make the fight happen. That was the build-up to George Kambosos and Teofimo Lopez. Was Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney. So to see the celebration like that, I'm talking about the Haneys was celebrating like it was 1996. The Yankees won. I'm talking about they were celebrating like Game 7. Boston Celtics yesterday. They were celebrating like New York Rangers on the game 6. It was a celebration. And that celebration tells me he was happy that it was no Teofimo Lopez. Let's go a little bit back. They didn't go to the meeting before that fight with George Kambosos and Teofimo Lopez meeting. And I don't think that the terms they will have signed that term sheet if it was Teofimo Lopez. Teo admitted he was never fighting Haney because he hasn't fought anybody. No, what Teofimo Lopez said was he would have dropped the belts. That's what he said. I spoke to the Teofimo directly. Even behind the scenes. I even say to Teofimo Lopez, yo, go after Josh Saylor. He said, no, I want Devin Haney first. In public and behind the scenes, bro. I say, really? I even told Teofimo Lopez myself that's going backwards, though. Nah, man. I'm going after Devin Haney. Let me tell you this, folks. Let me tell you this one. Let me tell you this one. Bob Arum. There you go. This is exclusive right here. Bob Arum actually wanted to do the Gervonta Tank Davis versus Teofimo Lopez. After the George Kambosos fight, well, Bob Arum, he was going to go to negotiations with Mayweather Promotions to try to get the Gervonta Tank Davis and Teofimo Lopez. David McWaters and Teofimo Lopez. I want Devin Haney. What? They're gonna call me a liar? Y'all want to put money on it? So I know that Teofimo Lopez wanted Devin Haney. I know that for a fact. I know that for a fact from Paco. I know that for a fact from the WBC. Every business handler that will be handling the business of Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez wanted Devin Haney by any means necessary after that Kambosos fight. This ain't one camp. This is everybody involved. But the way that they celebrated Devin Haney and Bill tells me, from the outside looking in, they really didn't want that fight. They really didn't want that fight. Quit the cap punch. You can say cap all y'all want. Say cap all y'all want. I know what I know. I know what I know. If you don't want to know the truth, then that's what I'm saying. People are just comfortable with the lie. People are just comfortable with the lies. And then again, people like a Bam Bam Bino boxing. Then you believe what you want to believe. Have you spoken to the WBC? Have you spoken to Paco? Have you spoken to Teofimo Lopez camp? Have you spoken to Dave McWaters? Have you spoken to Bill Haney? Have you spoken to Devin Haney? Have you spoken to every party involved? Behind the scenes, privately, publicly, have you? Do you know what I know? Any camp of from every side, come here to Punch Drunk Boxing right now and tell me, and I send you the link and tell me if Punch Drunk is lying. I'll sue your ass right quick. How about that? If I'm lying. Sue me for defamation of character. Sue me. Come on, man. Fuck you think I here, man? I cap? You think I do this shit? You think I lie for what, bro? These are the facts, man. Just like when I spoke to the WBC ambassador and the WBO, and we was talking, there was the WBO and the WBC wanted to make Earl Spence versus Bud Crawford. They was talking about it, that they felt that Bud Crawford Bud Crawford politically was getting dissed. They didn't like how the business of boxing been treating Bud Crawford. Had the conversation in November over pizza. They say Errol Spence do not want to fight with Bud Crawford right now. They're going to move to a different direction. That was November of last year. Guess what happened? Several months later, 2 to 3 months later, what happened? They announced Errol Spence fighting Yordenis Ugas. Right there, I knew that is not Bud Crawford's side. Because the business handlers and the people that will be involved in that fight already told me months before that was not going to be the next fight. Oh, I'm capping? So up to today, I know for a fact that the reason Bud and Spence has not fought is because of Spence's side. Any business handlers could come to Punch Drunk Boxing right now and send you the link. You could shoot me an email, punchdrunkboxing@gmail.com, so you could tell the people if I'm lying. People, if I'm lying. Don't kill the messenger. Oh yeah, but they was blaming it, but people, but then bam, then if Spence told the whole world what he was doing, then the frustration still goes on Errol Spence's side, even though that he fought a unification bout. The fans want to see Bud versus Spence. So the reason why Bud and Spence has not happened is because of Spence's side. Although those are the facts, yes or no? Or those are the facts, yes or no? That the reason why Bud and Spence has not happened is because of Spence's side. Yes or no? Or those the facts? Because even if Errol Spence has told the plans, the reason why Bud and Spence has not happened is because of Spence's side. Yes or no? Those are the facts. That's it. Those are the facts. Those are the facts. Get Teo Senior on Live Punch. What's good, Kings of the Commonwealth? Now, are we saying, is Spence scared of Bud? No. I'm not going to say Spence is scared of Bud or vice versa. I understand the business of boxing. The problem is there's a lot of people in the sport of boxing that don't give a fuck about the business of boxing. We think that this is school play. We think that this is meet me at 3 o'clock. Meet me at 3 o'clock. And yo, motherfucker. Nah, it's not like that. Boxing is not like that. These fighters can't control their careers like that. Not all of them. Powerful fighters can. Powerful fighters could pick. Did Gervonta Tan Davis have power to pick Rolly Romero? What did Gervonta Tan Davis said? I didn't want to fight this guy, man. They just putting me to fight it because it's my last fight of my contract. Did Gervonta Tan Davis have power to fight to not fight Rolly Romero? And if you don't want to fight him, what they'll do to a fighter, you put him on a shelf. Of course, you ain't gonna put Gervonta Tan Davis on the shelf. But let me tell you like this: if the fighters don't do what these managers or these promoters said to do, then they put them on a shelf straight like that. They find another fighter. It's a popularity contest with social media divas. Nah, man. Yo, it's a popularity contest, but there's no social media divas, man. These ain't divas, brother. These are fucking fighters, man. We need to quit the shit, bro. These are fighters, bro. These are fighters that risk their lives, man. This ain't a fucking child's play. Stop disrespecting the fighters. These ain't divas, bro. These fighters are different type of human beings, man. These fighters have a balls and testicular fortitude that is not normal, bro. Quit the diva shit. Quit the disrespect of fighters, man. I'm telling you right now, get in the ring with a motherfucking fighter. Get in the ring. Get in the ring then, Joey. Get in the ring with the fighter. That's all, bro. Get in the ring with the fighter, man. Get in the ring with the fighter. Which is the diva? Let us know. Which is the diva? Which is the diva? Which is the diva? Man, they ain't no divas, bro. They ain't divas at all, man. None of these motherfuckers are divas, bro. None of these motherfuckers are divas. None of these motherfuckers are divas. Some motherfucker know how to promote, some others don't. Some others knows how to talk the talk. You know what I'm saying? Some others don't. Some others knows how to stay shut. If a fighter stays shut, is he pussy? If a fighter say, hey, yo, I'm gonna whoop your ass and right? And the other fighter be staying like this, all right, you ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna do nothing. You're gonna be like, oh, yo, that dude ain't saying nothing right back to him. Yo, he disrespected him like that. He ain't saying nothing. Is he a pussy? No, come on, man. This ain't fucking basketball, bro. This ain't volleyball, man. This ain't figure skating, yo. This is the fight game. Diva, pussy, bum, all that derogatory, man, is not supposed to be in this sport. All that derogatory shit is not supposed to be in our sport. And then y'all want fighters to be humble, but y'all don't want to be humble towards them. Y'all want fighters to be humble. Yo, why you gotta be humble? You gotta be humble. But look how y'all disrespect fighters. Come on, man. If it wasn't social media, then they'll be calling each other out whenever they see each other. Who cares anyway, right? You know what I'm saying? Who cares if they're calling each other out on social media? When Demetrius Andre call people out in front of their faces, ain't nobody give him any type of, hey, yo, Joey, put it this way. When Andre is calling people out in front of their face, he don't get props. He don't get props for that. The fans don't be like, hey, yo, Canelo, yo, why you don't fight Demetrius Andre? He just pulled your card out right now. He's calling you in front of your face. Hey, yo, Jamal Charlo, why you don't fight Demetrius Andre right now? Hey, yo, Triple G, you should be fighting Canelo Alvarez, fight Demetrius Andre. He stepped inside a ring. You know what I'm saying? In front of your face, man. He crashed your post-fight interview. Nobody give a fuck about that. Nobody give a fuck. If Canelo Alvarez did what Demetrius Andre did, man, they'd be calling him what I call him, cartelo. If Canelo Alvarez did what Demetrius Andre did, and go to crash, mira, hey, I want to fight you, okay? We're going to fight, motherfucker. Man, they'll love it. But because it's not the right fighter doing it, they don't give a fuck. When Jamal Charlo, and I said this before, when Jamal Charlo went to Mike Tyson and he ain't calling out David Benavidez like that, oh, yo, Jamal Charlo was scared to call out David Benavidez when Mike Tyson was there. If he would have called him out when Mike Tyson was there, they would have been like, oh, yo, Jamal Charlo just capping in front of Mike Tyson. Y'all would have flipped it around. But when Jamal Charlo and David Benavidez was face to face, you saw Jamal Charlo's energy. You saw David Benavidez's energy. Huh? It was way different than when he was with Mike Tyson, and people were still shitting on Jamal Charlo. Nobody gives a damn, man. People just don't care about narratives, man. People only care about narratives, man. People only care about narratives. People only care about bragging rights. People just want to, you know what I'm saying, go back and forth with the channel they don't like, and then the channels that they like, they want the channels that they like to go after the channel that they don't like and shit like that. That's just YouTube. But let's move over, man. I believe that George Kambosos in that press conference, man, if it was a round, that was like a 10-7 round. George Kambosos, man, he went in on that press conference. Get the likes up. That's what I'm talking about. Talk, man. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. Get the likes up, bro. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like. Teo will never rematch Loma. This Loma, he's tease. He's teesh. I don't know what teesh means, It's some new Ebonic shit. No cloud. They trying to bring fans like you to believe they trying. I think Haney is overrated. He's pretty hittable, and George's activity is gonna expose him. I don't think that Devin Haney is overrated or underrated. I think Devin Haney is young. These guys are still 23, going to be 24, and I understand that there was legends that has done their shit at around that age, like Oscar De La Hoya, like Fred Benitez, like Mike Tyson. But I think that we need to stop trying to compare greatness to not even close to a finished product. You know what I'm saying? I think that since the boxing is so historically covered, we like to compare the 23-year-old to already a great Oscar De La Hoya and what he did at a young age. Just let's respect their own journey. The journey is still moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Let's respect the journey. Let's see where it's going to go. Devin Haney is going to Melbourne. Let's see if he become a lightweight undisputed. We've seen what Teofimo Lopez did versus Lomachenko. We've seen also what Shakur Stevenson has done, 2 division world champion, currently unified champion, going back-to-back versus Jamel Herring, a respectable champion, and then Oscar Valdez, a respectable champion as well. You know what I'm saying? So there's guys that's doing their thing and getting the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Are we going to give them credit? Are we going to give them their flowers? Or are we going to keep on trying to devalue everything they accomplish? So by the time they do have a downfall, let's say, like Teo, man, I tell Teo, man, I don't give a fuck. Man, just get that money now. Nobody give a fuck about you. Get that money, man, now. Ain't nobody was giving you your props. Ain't nobody saying that you was worth it and shit like that. Everybody was laughing at you. That Triller did what they did to you, bro. Don't fucking die for these motherfuckers out here. Something straight up like that. Motherfuckers out here don't respect fighters, man. Who's T.O. fighting next? They're going to be announcing it this week. Probably going to announce it this Saturday, or they're going to announce it before Saturday. Kambosos coming with a T.O. energy. He didn't want to fight Haney. Man, he was going to fight a guy that is more proven, that is still, and is on people still pound for pound list. He's not even on my pound for pound list. George Kambosos was going to fight Lomachenko. Punch. Kambosos is a rat because he did some same as what he accused Devin of doing. He helped Pac-Man prepare to fight Horn, who was his countryman. I'm not sure when did Kambosos started with Manny Pacquiao. I'm not sure if it was the Lucas Matisse fight. So, but yeah, if that's true, I was thinking about that. But at first, I was trying to figure out. I had an interview with George Kambosos, but I forgot when he started really with Manny Pacquiao. I don't know if it was to prepare him for the Lucas Matisse fight or the Keith Thurman fight. So, because hold on, let's see. Let's see. Hold on. Hold on. I'll tell you exactly when he started working with him. I'll tell you exactly when he started working with him. 17. Habla. Espera, que estoy buscando algo, señores y señora, espera. I want to see exactly when did he started working with set to dread, blah. That's some new shit. Credited for George Kambosos' reason when sparring partners ahead of many bag raises from part. Let me see. Boom. There you go. Pacquiao knows Kambosos better than most, having first used him as a sparring partner to help prepare for his fight against Jeff Horn in 2017. So facts. So George Kambosos was helping a countryman, was helping George Kambosos to beat up his countryman. You know what I'm saying? I knew that yesterday, but I didn't make sure. I didn't want to say it because I didn't make. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have time to recheck because I did have the interview. I remember he told me, but I don't know if it was the Jeff Horn or the Lucas Matisse. But yep. So yeah, man. So, but that's what I mean right there. You know what I'm saying? And this is why, even though we know, but Devin Haney was supposed to, that's their press conference. Devin Haney was supposed to go right back and be like, so why did you train? Now Devin Haney is going to go. Now Devin Haney should say it. But Devin Haney right there should have said, but why do you train Manny Pacquiao to fight Jeff Horn? See, right there, Devin Haney, that's his job to do. That makes Kambosos cap punch. Yeah, it is cap. Straight up cap. It is straight up cap. But Devin Haney's supposed to say that, not us, Vader. You feel me? That's their press conference. That's when Devin Haney's supposed to be like, but you was training, you was sparring Manny Pacquiao to beat Jeff Horn, my own countryman. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Now the next time, now Devin Haney, when he sees him, or they do another press conference, or during the weigh-in, or the final press conference this week, now that's what he need to say. But you ain't gonna go out there. Devin Haney's supposed to say that. But it's straight up, it's true, though. It's true. George Kambosos shot himself on the foot with that one, but did Devin Haney pull his card out on that one? You got to be like this. You got to be like that. That's the difference between a Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury, he know that shit. Tyson Fury is good at it. He said something about it already, but he ain't say it in his face. He didn't say it in the press conference while they was going. They didn't say it in the press conference. That's what I'm saying. He looked Kambosos will destroy Devin Haney, no doubt. George Kambosos is gonna be ready, man. I think Devin Haney's gonna be ready. Really, as a boxing guy, the highlight, in my opinion, that we really need to look at was that Devin Haney said that he's working on his chemistry with Zab Judah's dad. And I'm like, damn, that's how bad of a situation he says, working on chemistry now. Hold on. Hold on, let me do this right quick. Hold on. Okay. Smash the like button. Yo, live from the block. What's good, man? Live from the block. I think Haney wins. He's slightly faster and has respectable power to keep opponent at bay. Now, I did a part one technical breakdown on the Devin Haney and George Kambosos. I believe that George Kambosos, man, he throws some good combination, especially off the counter. And I think that to break that shoulder roll of Devin Haney, and I think that Devin Haney been getting hit off the shoulder roll. That's the Devin Haney came right back up with the shoulder roll, and that's why he got hurt by Jorge Linares when he threw those 3-punch combinations and stuff like that. And by breaking that shoulder roll, you got to hit to the body, work to the body your way up top. You know what I'm saying? Throw no 2-punch combination, not one shot, but you got to throw those 3-punch combination, and that 3rd punch is going to land. Devin Haney, I believe that he got the best jab in the lightweight division, in my opinion. And I know he know how to work the jab, you know how to work the range, he got the good footwork. Devin Haney does everything right, everything technically sound. He's a very technically sound fighter. Very defensive fighter, not very offensive fighter. But I believe that his body has gotten stronger. He's pushing his opponents back more so than before. But I don't believe his punching power, but he got enough power to sting you. He got enough power to keep you at bay. You know what I'm saying? So I think that Devin Haney got all the skills and talent to beat George Kambosos, but I think it's going to have to take Devin Haney to drop George Kambosos and then win a 114, 113 type of fight, in my opinion, or 115, 112. I believe that Devin Haney is going to win 115, 112, in my opinion, if he does everything right. But George Kambosos, who is very, very hungry, has the intangibles, like I said in my video, is the school of Mayweather versus the school of Manny Pacquiao. Now, George Kambosos is hungry. George Kambosos has good enough pop. George Kambosos, I believe his confidence is all the way up. I think his intellect and physical ability is coexisting at the highest level for him. He's in his prime. He's still hungry. He did not let that victory versus Teofimo Lopez, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he's big-headed with that one, but I think he's highly confident and understood that maybe that Teofimo Lopez probably wasn't 100%, and he knows he still had to stay in the gym and polish his skills and keep his body right, adding more to the toolbox and things of that nature. I think he got good sparring partners. Santana was over there. Zayas is over there. So I think he did all the proper measurements to be successful come June 4th in Melbourne. And Campbell, yeah, he's very, very fast. And I've been saying it even before before the Teofimo Lopez fight. I said that this fight, remember, well, a lot of people, there was people out there that say, yo, punch, you capping. I said that George Kambosos versus Teofimo Lopez was going to be harder than the Lomachenko fight. Go back to the videos. I said that fight was going to be harder because George Kambosos was going to bring it to Teofimo Lopez, unlike Lomachenko. He said Kambosos is a fraud. Why he a fraud? Why he's a fraud? My bro, Foster, why he's a fraud? Why he's a fraud? In what sense? I want to know. I want to know. Kambosos was too busy. Yeah, he don't let 3 seconds go before throwing a punch. You know, he's very high volume puncher. He throws combination. His defense, he's there to be hit as well. But he avoids that flush shot. He could take a shot as well. He could stand up from a shot. You know. He said, hey, he's rat. I watched the whole chat. Who won it? Not only that, but Haney been knowing Haney since the amateurs. Haney really went against his fellow Americans. You mean Haney been knowing Teofimo Lopez as the amateurs? Haney really went against his fellow American. All that jealousy he had for Teo, as they say, is always the people closer to you. And I'm gonna say like this: they close. I say it like this: I'm not sure how close they are, but they cool enough that they have each other's numbers. They cool enough that after the Lomachenko fight, Devin Haney spoke to Teofimo Lopez. Remember the call that they had a phone call right after the fight. But maybe leading up to the George Kambosos fight, they was going at one another and stuff like that. I think that the fans made them hate each other. I think the fans made Teofimo Lopez be jealous of him and stuff like that, because he just can't be mad at Teofimo Lopez saying that he's the email champ. Gervonta Tank Davis said that Devin Haney is the email champ. Shakur Stevenson said that he's not a real champ, that I wanted the right way. George Kambosos, Javier Fortuna, Ryan Garcia, they all saying the same thing about Devin Haney, but come June 4th, that's all going to be irrelevant if Devin Haney comes out on top. Pause. If Devin Haney wins, all that shit becomes irrelevant. If Devin Haney wins, all that stuff becomes irrelevant. The email champ, all that stuff becomes irrelevant. Now, what people going to say is what they said about Bud Crawford. When Devin Haney wins, if Devin Haney wins, this is what they're going to do, and it's going to be unfortunate because I don't believe in that narrative they push for Bud, that they push to of Bud Crawford. If Devin Haney beats George Kambosos, they're going to be like Devin Haney had the easiest path to undisputed. That's going to be the new narrative. Am I right or wrong? It's going to be the new narrative. Executive Sessions in the building. What's good, man? If Devin Haney wins, the new narrative is going to be that he had the easiest route to an undisputed in the history of the sport of boxing. But I know he'll be undisputed at the age of 23 in the lightweight division. He would accomplish something that, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people haven't accomplished in the sport of boxing, and it is what it is. He's going to go in the books. How can you respect a 2-time email fake belt, Haney? You're gonna you respect him if he beats George Kambosos. That's the way it goes. You're gonna respect him if you don't respect Devin Haney if he beats George Kambosos, then I think that people are just gonna be in it just to hate Devin Haney. That shit is whack. You got to give him his respect. Got to give him his respect. Now I'm gonna tell you like this: if Devin Haney loses to George Kambosos, then everything that was said about Devin Haney and more, I think it's gonna look bad. It's gonna look worse. Punch. Who you got on the fight? I believe that Devin Haney could be George Kambosos. It's a 50-50 fight. I did change my pick a little bit because I feel like he's going up against not only what's going to be happening in the ring, but outside the ring as well. The coach, and it has nothing to do with Zab Judah's dad knowing how to coach. He's a good coach. He's an experienced coach. What I'm saying is there's no chemistry there. I feel like there's really no chemistry there. I think they working, like Devin Haney said, we working on the chemistry. If you're working on the chemistry, then there's really not a real chemistry. You know what I'm saying? So you're going in the ring like that. What's the game plan? What's the strategy? In my opinion, I don't know. This just is I don't know. Is kind of a I believe that Devin Haney could outbox him 115, 112, a knockdown. I do believe that could occur, but I also believe that George Kambosos got the skills and talent to answer to everything that Devin Haney throws at him. You know what I'm saying? I think the volume punching is gonna play into effect, in my opinion. HLD in the building. What's good? HLD, what's good? What's good, brother? What's good? What's good, man? Thomas Davis, Joe Laws already beat up Haney. LOL. Haney got heart, but he needs more weight for power. He probably need more weight for power, but against George Kambosos, does he need a lot of more weight? I think George Kambosos is a smart fighter too, man. He ain't no dumb fighter. He know how to counter punch. He know how to counter punch. He got good footwork. He could take a punch. He's tough. He's a fighter and a boxer. I do believe that George Kambosos got the quickest hands, well, the fastest hands in the lightweight division right now. You know what I'm saying? Off the combination of punches. You know what I'm saying? Not talking about single shots, but I'm talking about 3-4 punch combination. I believe that George Kambosos got the fastest hands in the lightweight division right now. And I think that, you know what I'm saying? But also we could talk about the moment. You know what I'm saying? George Kambosos nor Devin Haney has been under these type of lights. Man, good looking out, man. Appreciate you, man. I don't think that both of these fighters been in this type of spotlight. It may be too much for George Kambosos. It may be too much for Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the mind games may be too much. I don't know. But I believe that George Kambosos is doing a hell of a job with the psychological warfare, in my opinion. I think that's you could tell now, knowing George Kambosos for two high profile fights, that you know he's doing a hell of a job when it comes to getting inside your head. You know what I'm saying? Or trying to get inside your head. Haney's job is going to be popping Kambosos' head all over the place. I don't think it's that. King, I believe that his jab is the best jab in the lightweight division. I just don't think it's going to be that easy just popping jabs and shit like that. I don't think it's just going to be that easy with George Kambosos. I believe that George Kambosos is going to shoot some counters. He's going to give something. He's going to work. He's going to work Devin Haney as well. He's not just going to fight back. And any other fight that you see George Kambosos in, when the fighter is trying to pursue George Kambosos, he's fighting back. He's fighting back. Punch. It doesn't get much better. Good looking out. Brian, being at home could be overwhelming for him come fight night. So used to fighting in the road. Facts, Brian. Some fighters said it, and some even athletes have said it, that they feel more comfortable playing and fighting away than having all that pressure with your family, because that's going to be a lot of pressure, man. Or if it's gonna be 50,000, you're gonna let down 50,000 people. You know what I'm saying? Or there's the moment that you've been waiting for. Maybe there's people that get the adrenaline pumping and stuff like that. They don't get um um it doesn't what's the word? Flustered or something like that with the moment. Maybe the moment may be too much, you know? So Lennox Lewis email champ. Oh, I don't know. I just want to know. Is it true that Robert Garcia is training? Oh, that's the news that I just heard. I believe that Mike Compinger posted that. Robert Garcia is going to be training Anthony Joshua. Don't know if it's official. Let's see. Let's see if Anthony Joshua has posted that in this social media platform. Let me see. Let me see if Anthony Joshua have. Only my Compinger has posted Robert Garcia will train Anthony Joshua in England for the heavyweight title rematch versus Alexander Usyk on July 23rd in Saudi Arabia. Sources tells ESPN Garcia, an ex-champ and trainer of the year, is revered for his game plan that AJ was trained by Rob McCracken since his pro debut. Why when I know what's going on in the Ukraine and it's sad that things are going over there, but you know what I'm saying? I was going to say like, damn, why in the rematches it got to be on a neutral place? But you know what I'm saying? Why can't be in I was going to say in his home, but of course, I know what's going on over there. Who else from Riverside, California? What's good, Con? What's good, Con? Hobby said Kambosos have a big advantage by being at home. Sometimes it's an advantage and sometimes it's too much pressure, man. And I think we got to take it into consideration that George Kambosos, just like he said, that all his big fights up to this point of his career has been away. You know what I'm saying? Really, people don't know him too much, so it's almost like even if he loses, it's not very embarrassing because nobody's really expecting anything from George Kambosos. But right now, his people expect him to win. He's pumping him his country, saying the countryman is, he's the countryman. He's fighting for Greeks, for Greece. He's fighting for Australia. He's fighting for, you know what I'm saying? Let's see if this is not a one-hit wonder too. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if it's not the one-hit wonder. Do you think anyone else in the lightweight division can keep up with Kambosos or Haney? Of course, Uncle Bill. In the lightweight division, I believe that Gervonta Tank Davis can't keep up with any of them. I think that Lomachenko still could beat all of them, in my opinion. Right now in the lightweight division, I think that Lomachenko could beat all of them. But I believe that Gervonta Tank Davis and his defensive is slipping. It's taking the dip too much, in my opinion. I believe they need to work on the defensive end. They've probably been going to a lot of training camps, preparing for a opposition that's tailor made for them to take out. But we'll see, man. I think Lomachenko, Gervonta Tank Davis. As a matter of fact, I think if Shakur Stevenson moves up to the 135-pound division, I will have Loma, Tank, Shakur, even. And then the winner of George Kambosos and Devin Haney. Right now, I have George Kambosos on that ranking. And the winner, then I'll put Devin Haney under that. Then I'll probably put Kambosos and Ryan Garcia. Now Ryan Garcia is going to be fighting Javier Fortuna. Let's see what he's going to do. I believe that Ryan Garcia is going to beat Javier Fortuna, even though Javier Fortuna, el Dominicano, el Platanero, el Brugal, el Barcelón de la Mañana. But I got to be real, man. I think that loss with Jojo Diaz actually, I think it was a bad loss in my opinion for Javier Fortuna, but he still got that fight. Shakur is 5 steps ahead of Tank. I'm gonna tell you like this though. I agree in this sense. Daddy Medina says sick. I'm in Corona. Paul. You in Corona, Paul? Corona, my guy. Shakur, he said. HLD says Shakur is 5 steps ahead of Tank. To be honest, man, right now, if it was, I think Shakur Stevenson is more prepared to fight Lomachenko than Gervonta Tank Davis is more prepared to fight Lomachenko. That's what I feel. at this point. Shakur Stevenson moves to the 135-pound division. I believe he's already like the number 2, the number 3. But I think he's the number 2 right now if he moves to the lightweight division. Because Shakur Stevenson, the difference between what Gervonta Tank Davis is doing to his opponents is that we know that his powers is level above his opponent. But Gervonta Tank Davis necessarily is not showing me that his skill set is levels above his opponent. It's not showing me versus Leo Santa Cruz. It's not showing me versus Isaac Cruz. It's not showing me versus Mario Barrios. It's not even showing me versus Rolly Romero. The fight this weekend just showed me that his power is in another level. But skill set, like skills for skill, he's not really outboxing these guys like Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson was fighting a respectable Jamel Herring, and he's outboxing him. It's showing me that he's levels above Jamel Herring. He showed that he's levels above Oscar Valdez. This guy is winning basically almost every round versus respectable champions. So right now in a 135-pound division, Shakur Stevenson will be number 2. Shakur Stevenson, I believe Shakur Stevenson, maybe his physical ability is not all that special, but I believe that Shakur Stevenson intellect is number 1. You know what I'm saying? It's elite. His intellect. And I'm not just talking about the young crew. I'm talking about the entire boxing. That his intellect is elite. It's one of the best in the sport of boxing. Maddie says Shakur is unbelievable. He would never lose. I'm trying to figure out who can outbox Shakur Stevenson. If you say Shakur Stevenson versus Devin Haney, I got Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson versus Kambosos, I got Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson versus Tank Davis right now, that'll be a 50-50 because it's not what I've seen. It's not what I've seen at the professional level, but I believe that the Gervonta Tank Davis is really that special that he needs to go into a camp knowing that he is going to fight a threatening opposition, and I believe that he's good enough to work on every aspect of that game. But Shakur Stevenson has showed me already that his intellect is on a whole different type of level. But that would be a good fight. Lomachenko versus Shakur Stevenson will be a hell of a fight as well. Would it be more defensive? Right now, how Lomachenko was looking right now, he's still looking special. Lomachenko still looking special. How about La Bazooka? La Bazooka is good too, man. La Bazooka. If I'm gonna tell you like this, man, Henry is the best kept secret in the 135-pound division. Now, of course, we all know Keyshawn Davis. Andy Cruz is already a professional. I don't know what his fight is gonna be next, but the 135-pound division, we got Kid Austin as well, Floyd Schofield. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be moving up in the ranks, and now he's gonna be having these type of fights. I believe he's good and special as well. So the 135-pound division, even the guys that's not even ranked in the top 10, is very, very dangerous. The Keyshawn Davis, the Henry La Bazooka Martinez, and you got Kid Austin also coming up. So you got to look out for the future, man. And I believe that Keyshawn Davis, I think they're gonna be moving him real quick though, too. I think he's gonna fight for a trinket belt, probably 2023. Mark my word, they're gonna move him quick. Probably quicker than Shakur Stevenson. You got Michel Rivera también. You got Michel Rivera that he might be. I said I put this on my Instagram. Not on Instagram. I put it on my Twitter. I said, I said the realistic next opponent for Gervonta Tank Davis. I'm talking about realistic. I ain't talking about what the fight that we want to see. The realistic next opponent for Gervonta Tank Davis is a rematch with Isaac Cruz, Michel Rivera, and what did I say? Michel Rivera, a rematch with Isaac Cruz, and what did I say? Hold on. Gary Russell Jr. I think that's the realistic next opponent for Gervonta Tank Davis. I said match Isaac Cruz, 2 Gary Russell Jr. and Michel Rivera. Realistic. Robert Garcia with Teo will also be fine. Nah. I think Teofimo Lopez should just stay with his dad. Yeah. I think Teofimo Lopez should just stay with his dad. His dad is the trainer of the year. Doesn't need to fire his dad. Doesn't need to let go of his dad. They got one hiccup. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if the trainer of the year of 2020 and the fight of the year of 2020 could come right back and rise back up into where they was at and where they belong. You know what I'm saying? I got confidence in Teofimo Lopez, and I got confidence in Teofimo Lopez Sr. as well. I mean, he put him in this position already. He became an Olympian. He won the Olympic trials. So I'm sorry, man. I don't give a damn what anybody say. I believe that Teofimo Lopez Sr. is a wonderful trainer. You got Gary Cully as well, man. Gary Cully, the enigma, the ghetto wizard 2.0. Gary Cully. Teo should go back to Joey Gamache. Yeah, I mean, Joey Gamache could come back into training camp. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they stay out here in New York and train. I think the best training camps, and he have said the best training camps was when he was out here in Jersey. So I think that training out here in New York away from, he had the best training camp leading up to the Lomachenko fight, leading up to the Richard Comey fight. So I think that he should stay out here for the training camp in New York. I think he should stay out. Man, I tell you, man, just move out here in New York, man. Forget about that Las Vegas shit, man. Stay out here in New York, man. Just have a home out there. Stay out here in the summer and shit like that, man. Don't forget that Teo Sr. and Jr. beat Loma in title. In facts. What's up, my boy? Greetings from Southern California. Just tuning in real quick to say that, man. Good looking out, man. I appreciate you, 504. He said Devin Haney has always been a rat and a hater. Damn. He can never be like Teofimo Lopez, so he's always hated on Teo. Shit. I'm going to tell you like this. That celebration telling me everything I need to know. But let's not neglect also that they was going at Devin Haney as well, man. You know what I'm saying? They was going at each other. So I think that was just fair play right there when they're going at each other. But I do believe that celebration was like he was excited, bro. I never seen a contemporary so excited that a potential fight that you wanted, that you've been stressing about, that you've been pumping, that you've been promoting to market this fight leading up to the George Kambosos, but you really wanted Teofimo Lopez to lose. That shit just doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't make any sense. Tim Jules the truth. Nah, I think he'll lose to Jamal Charlo. I can't lie. Can't wait till Teo come back. He will be goated again. I really believe that. Yeah, he's gonna be back. He's gonna be back in August, mid-August. It's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good, and all he has to do is just win the next fight in a spectacular fashion. Josh Taylor will have to win his fight versus Jose Cepeda, and then probably in December we'll see a showdown, probably in the UK, with Teofimo Lopez versus Josh Taylor, pay-per-view. I believe that's going to be in the works, because I believe that, you know, Josh Taylor, he's 30 plus, and that's his money fight. So I believe that that's the fight that may take place. If Josh Taylor could get through Jose Cepeda, and Teofimo Lopez get through his next opponent, and maybe we'll see Josh Taylor versus Teofimo Lopez in December. July 16th, Ryan Garcia versus Javier Fortuna. Yeah, that's going to be Ryan Garcia fighting Javier Fortuna July 19th. I think July 6th. Yeah, July 16th. Plus that you bet money on Teo and Kambosos. I never bet on boxing before. Team assist. Never bet on boxing. I don't bet on sports. Bro, Devin Haney was happy that Teofimo Lopez was having a hard time making weight, and we all know that all fighters struggle with that. He was just happy, man. That's the proof is in the pudding, man. He was real happy that he lost. But nah, man, I don't bet on boxing. I don't bet on sports. Never bet. I'm never been a gambling man. Never will. The only thing I did, bro, is play the slot machine in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? and the Yonkers spot. The Yonkers out here, the horse track. It's the only time. He literally only had Teo. Yeah, he knew Teo wouldn't fight him. Brona gonna make. Yeah, he knew Teo wouldn't never fight. He said he knew Teo wouldn't fight him. Now I gotta see the other way around. I see the other way around. I don't even know with all the information that's been in front of y'all. Why would y'all even think that he would have never fought him? Even the WBC, Mauricio Sudamon said in front of Bill, he said that Teofimo Lopez has been asking for the fight. Like, it's like I believe that Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney situation was always in front of our faces. Like, ain't nothing behind the scenes. So I don't even know how people come with the conclusion that you didn't think that they wanted to fight each other. But I mean, that Tia didn't want to fight Devin Haney. I'm telling you that straight up. Even me, when I said, "Yo, you don't even got to go to Devin Haney, right? Just get Josh Taylor." You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know tomorrow's gonna be another day. I'm about to drop a video with Ryan Garcia and Javier Fortuna right after the live. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Again, it's gonna be it's fight week. Devin Haney versus George Kambosos Jr. for the lightweight undisputed, and then several days later we got Nonito Donaire. Probably have Nonito Donaire this week as well in the channel. You know what I'm saying? Nonito Donaire versus Naoya Inoue, anticipating rematch. I did a poll the other day. I did a poll during the live show, and people had that Nonito Donaire was gonna upset. Well, not upset, but will beat Naoya Inoue. I believe that it was 42%. 42% believe that Nonito Donaire is going to beat Naoya Inoue. All right, man. Good support. Good to see you again, Punch, man. Me too, my brother, man. Saludos, latino. Ahora tengo que quiero comer arroz con andula, con chuleta. Esa salsa, la salsa de la chuleta. Eso es lo que yo quiero comer ahora mismo, man. Life and Logic said, Nonito, let's go. BK Cookie said, Haney whooping that ass. Something Teofimo Lopez couldn't do. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what Devin Haney gonna be doing. I think I got Devin Haney probably winning. We'll see, but I got George Kambosos also. I think that he could beat Devin Haney as well. It's gonna be a 50-50 fight. I think that Devin Haney's going inside that ring with a lot of disadvantages. He's going out there, you know what I'm saying, with no protection on the outside, and also with the game plan with a coach that right now he stated in the press conference that he's working on chemistry, and I think it's actually too late to be working on chemistry right now. Viva República Dominicana, ya tú sabes de lo mío. One punch against Mosley. That's about it. Was that letting it go, Nonito? Filipino brother, let's go, man. Filipinos in the building. Manny Pacquiao's gonna be in the fight out there. He's gonna go to Australia to support George Kambosos Jr. And that's what I mean. Is the top fighters out here going to go out there and support Devin the Dream Haney? Is Earl Spence going to go out there and support Devin Haney? Is Javante Tank Davis? Is who's gonna go out there? Is Bud Crawford gonna go out there? I believe that if Devin Haney's out there going by himself, where's the American fan base? The people that was Devin Haney fans to go out there in Australia, and where's the power players? You know, important people, powerful people in the sport of boxing to be next to Devin Haney, so they could smell if something fishy is going to be going on, or outside the ring. If you understand what I'm trying to say, let's see. Thank you. I appreciate you, Tomato Can. Everybody subscribe to the channel. Love y'all. Hope you're having a great holiday and stuff like that. Tomorrow again, I'm going live 8 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to be talking more about these fights. Of course, we got to dial in, and shout out to Clarissa Shields, Savannah Marshall going to be fighting September 6th, September 3rd. Virgil Ortiz going to be back in the ring. Life and Logic in the building. Good looking now. Appreciate you, brother. Mr. Moonshine. El adobo, el sazón, el borracho, el pastor de boxeo. Gracias de lo mío. Thank you, my brother. So you got Savannah Marshall versus Clarissa Shields. You got also who also they announced Makali Mayer versus Alicia Baumgartner. Let's go. Let's go. The women is taking over the 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Robert Garcia working with Anthony Joshua to the rematch July 23rd versus Alexander Usyk heavyweight rematch, anticipating rematch bout. And we're going to see if Tyson Fury going to be looking around, see he's going to be fighting the champion later on this year. Deontay Wilder have stated that he wants to be back, and shout out for the interview with Deontay Wilder. I checked the interview out. 78 Sports did the interview. That was a good interview, man. I want Deontay Wilder back in the ring. I believe that the heavyweight division needs Deontay Wilder still. It makes the heavyweight division even a little more sexier, if you understand what I'm trying to say. Pause. So Deontay Wilder is not retiring. We got Teofimo Lopez back in the ring in August. We got Virgil Ortiz back in the ring in August as well in the same month. Two phenom in the sport of boxing. We got Edgar Berlanga back. Puerto Rico Day Parade, Madison Square Garden. Christina Cruz Hell's Kitchen in the building. June 11th. We seen them back in the ring. Who else? Oh, Estrada versus Chocolatito. It's not going to be Estrada versus Joshua Franco. We got Estrada versus Chocolatito later on this year as well. The most anticipating trilogy. We got Canelo Alvarez fighting Triple G in what was it? September 17th. The trilogy. Man, we got Jamar Charlo versus Sulecki. Juneteenth, Houston, Texas. You got Stephen Fulton versus Roman. Also, you got who else you got? I mean, so there's going to be a lot of fights going on in the sport of boxing. Let's see if Edgar Berlanga, man, he picks it up. I don't think a lot of people was happy with his last performance and then going to the club, acting like he a champion and stuff like that. I want Edgar Berlanga to really succeed because I love the support of the Puerto Rican support. I think we need that in the sport of boxing, and it's beautiful to see. Again, I'm going to be dropping the video of Ryan Garcia versus Javier Fortuna, going to be fighting July 16th. I think it's a good fight in the lightweight division as well. It's a good fight for Ryan Garcia, and then let's see what Gervonta Tank Davis is going to do. What's going to be next for Gervonta Tank Davis? Is he going to sign right back to Mayweather Promotions? You got to give him kudos, man. Barclays Center sold out. Did great in Atlanta, did great in California. I think the smartest move to do, and I think that would be a good money making fight too. And I think it'll be a respectable fight if Gervonta Tank Davis rematch Isaac Cruz. You know what I'm saying? I think that's going to be a good fight, and I think the fans will be happy for it. In the meantime, and then you know what I'm saying? I think the fan will be happy for it. So love you. God bless, and on to the next.